I tried this Broxigar DH Hunter, and I gotta say, this deck actually felt a lot stronger than I remember it. You can basically OTK people from hand, and you do cycle through your deck quite quickly, but you don't always actually need to be killing people off with Broxigar. Anyway, in this video I'm gonna give you a quick guide about it, talk about mulligans, win rates, and general tips so you guys have a better idea of what you could be doing with, as well as what to expect against the decks like this. So I hope you find the video helpful, and if you do, a like and subscribe would be appreciated, and don't forget you can check me out live on stream each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. But now, let's check out the deck.
You are not prepared!
Here's the list I used, and even though it is called Broxigar DH Hunter, a lot of the times you're never really gonna reach into Broxigar, because for that to happen, you really need to luck out with your portals, with your weapon, and basically with your cycle. A lot more often it's just gonna be a gradual chipping down of the opponent, and eventually you could just be doing something like double lasting legacy into Kane's Sunfury, or just a single lasting legacy, like this is literally +8 to the opponent's face, and with Kane you get the Walt's face for 11 damage total, and you could be getting a little bit extra damage with your weapon already equipped, with your Spyro Enthralled, the +3 attack Doggo, Chaos Strike, and so on and so forth. So technically speaking, you could literally bring people down from 15 health even with just 7 mana. What is this deck trying to do? Well, you basically try to cycle through your deck nice and quick if you are trying to go for the Broxigar game package, which is definitely the superior game plan for you to be going for. But you could also just be going for a card draw, you could be going for board pressure with things like Wyvern Slumbers. With the Spyro Enthralled, you get a pretty nice 6/6 quite quick. Horn of Feasting is also definitely pretty annoying, and you do have tons and tons of removal, so a lot of opponents would get pretty demotivated by you, especially if they're very board centric. If you are against very armor heavy decks, however, you're probably not gonna have a good time, even though you're still probably gonna have a chance. Against things like Priest, you basically get to OTK them quite reliably, because they really don't put too much of a fight, and eventually you're just gonna have 30 damage from hand, so they're not really gonna be able to do all that much. Going through the deck, we do have the Portal of Argus, with which you get the cycle nice and quick. This is also a Fel spell with which you could be cycling your Spyro Enthralled, so all around a great way to be going through your deck. And don't forget the last Portal of Argus, the one that gives you Broxigar. Like, it doesn't matter how many portals you actually shuffle into your deck or anything like that, you can only have a single Broxigar in a game from a portal. So getting ways to copy the portal, getting it somehow randomly is not gonna give you more than one Broxigar. So that is just a clarification I need to do, because even I wasn't aware of it. Like, for instance, if a rogue gets a copy of your last portal, let's say, and they play it before you, the Broxigar is gonna be happening for them, and your portal is not gonna give you a Broxigar. I learned that the hard way. Hive Map is also in here, giving you a couple of good Fel spells. You could be looking for damage out of it. More often than not, it's gonna be a board clear, that kind of stuff. With Eladari Studies, again, you could be getting some damage. You could be getting yourself some lifesteal, some card draw, and even the guy that makes you immune for a turn, which in some cases could be absolutely essential. With Sigil of Seas, you get yourself a nice little free super quick. Broxigar, of course, would be amazing, and just this guy alone with a couple of lasting legacy is literally 28 damage from hand. So basically for 8 mana, you get the OTK people. If you already have something like a single infestation, you can literally be doing 30 damage for 9 mana. Broxigar's Last Stand gives you a lot of extra card draw, and you could be pretty sneaky about getting yourself extra card draw this way. It would be a great way for you to cycle through your deck nice and quick. The Chaos Strikes also give you a little bit of cyclage. It's another great Fel spell and a little bit of damage for the face. Grim Harvest gives card draw and a little bit of board pressure. Infestation can be great to clear both the board and your opponent's face. With Press the Advantage, you get the cycle and get yourself a couple of damage again. Sigil of Cinder is a nice little cock block for the opponent so they don't go wide with small stuff on the board against you, and it also does connect for a decent chunk of face. With Axe of Scenarios, you could be using this to lifesteal a lot, but of course you could also be using it to card draw or just for straight up face damage, and this would be an excellent way to cycle through your Portal of Arguses, so this would be the main way for you to actually be playing Broxigar in most of the games. With I-Beam, you get a little bit of extra lifesteal. It's another great Fel spell. You get the discount down to 1. Lasting Legacy is great for finishing off opponents, and sometimes you don't even need to be playing the whole thing in the same turn. Like, you could be playing Lasting Legacy as soon as Kane is in your hand, because this is the only minion in the deck for anybody keeping track. As soon as Kane is in your hand, you could be using this preemptively, especially if Broxigar is already in the hand. That way you get the load up on that damage, and you're not gonna need to be spending spending all of that mana in the same turn. The Spiral Enthralled gives you a 6/6 at the end, but also the 1 damage poke it gives is pretty nice. You do have plenty of cheap fell spells you get to cycle with, so that would be a pretty smart way to actually get a 6/6 super quick. Just be smart about the sequence in which you play the fell spells and use this thing. With Wavering Slumbers, a lot of times you could be using it for board pressure, especially if it's early on, but sometimes the 2 damage AoE can also be brutal. Corn of Feasting, especially outcasted, can be super good, and you could even use this bad boy in order for you to be drawing a lot of cards, thanks to Broxigar's Last Stand. Sometimes you tempo this as soon as turn 3 or 4, make some trades, and on turn 4 you attack whatever, probably face, and then clear the board with Broxigar Last Stand. If the opponent allowed you to stick that board, you will be getting yourself a lot of card draw. And lastly, we do have Kane's Sun Fury, so you can actually deny opponents hiding behind their taunts. That would be an excellent way to actually OTK people. Against a deck like this, a lot of the times when you are expecting them to basically kill you, it would be a good idea to freeze the opponent's face so they can at least not slap you for 8 if they have both lasting legacies, but in most cases even that's not going to be enough. Matchup wise, we really don't have too much stats right now. I don't think there's a similar deck with enough sample size either, like the closest thing would be no minion Demon Hunter, so there's that. But I did see quite a few people do quite well with this in Top Legend, and I also had quite the success with it too. When it comes down to the mulligan, clearly you are going to be looking for your good cheap stuff, like the Sigil of the Seas would be MVP, Grim Harvest and Wavering Slumber both are very good, so you can get yourself those dormant minions quickly. The Portal is great, the Axe is awesome, Location can be great, Sigil of Cinder is pretty fine, Outcasted Horn of Feasting, especially against some matchups, can be huge, and Infestation can also help big time in some. Broxigar Last Stand, if you're against something like a Pally, could definitely be great, but for the most part the rest probably not so good. Going second, again, try to get the good cheap curve and you should be good. That's about it for the deck. It's definitely not that expensive. Kane is for free, the other two I think not, but still, all in all, pretty good accessible deck. It is a little bit different from what we're used to seeing from Demon Hunter, but not by much. I hope you find the guide helpful, and if you did, a like and subscribe would be great. But now let's check out some of my games on my road back to top 1000 Legend. Hope you enjoy. Against the Paladin. See how that go. Still viable? It has never been viable. What do you mean still? There wasn't a day in the history of Hearthstone where Wallow Warlock was anything more than a 51-ish at best % win rate. It's fun to play though. Well, that doesn't make it viable though. Bad battle. How does this deck fit? Loosely. I don't know. Not very happy with that. With Broxigar's Last Stand, this would be pretty lit really soon, so let's start poking those asses. Next turn we could draw 3 cards with it. So far, it kind of feels weird. But it does have some merit to it. More card draw, thanks. Sadly, that does not get discarded once he unshots it. I mean, doesn't get discarded, period. I wonder if the chicken actually discards it when he unshatters it, though.
I'll show you how it's done.
If the middle card is not a 1-drop, I'd say we can testicle it, but honestly, this is such a good board to 2 damage AoE on. I really can't not. Okay, next turn we get the crack on those fell shits. He should have a pretty hard time sticking a board. Could draw a shit ton of cards if he allows it. But I already have a shit ton of cards, so probably won't. Okay. It is quite the menacing deck against board-centric crap. Okay. Not the best, not the worst. Not a bad little tempo play, that one. That's what I thought. Okay, now we're on to something. I think this should be a pretty good deck against rogues as well. I think that's why it's finding such success, because it fucks with the rogue board-centric crap. 6. The P is silent, I assume. Hello, Demon Hunter Connoisseur. Let's try like that. Try and find the Sigi, and we did. 2 Sigis, haha. Siginus. You can play that game, apparently. I'm gonna drop this. Another one. I don't think playing this thing early would be a good idea. I'd rather save it for when I can actually Broxigar it. Problem is I ain't got much to do here. Bruh. I'm doing it, but I'm not feeling great about it. If he does indeed draw a shit ton with that, I've effectively fucked myself over. Odds of him having it less than 50. Sadly, he hasn't. Very happy. That ain't bad at all. Gonna crack it out the next turn, set myself up some card draw of my own. Surely. Oh, please get the rushers. Sad. Still could have them. What am I talking about? There's no rushers in that one. It's not a fell spell. A lot of damage we're slapping him with. Technically, he is dead next turn. Get to handle the taunt with infestation, but if he does lifesteal on it, would not be a super happy fun time, and he might.
Everyone ready for the
Yes.
fight of their lives?
Of the random bullshit kind, but we have things to do at least. Looks worth to me. Okay. Double lasting legacy is kind of cool. Nothing on the board is also kind of cool. Doesn't lifesteal me though.
They will never catch me.
Good lifesteal with that. But it don't. Well, he lived a full life. Despite giving him all of that card draw, we still managed somehow. smash. Boop. Been doing the little clap. And the good old tippy taps. Hilarious, these pets. Maybe do that then. I don't know. Against the rogue, I think this is what our forte should be. Sounds right. Sigil. Sagil. Satchel. Having two of these definitely not that bad. Oh man, I'm feeling so tired. Maybe I should go a little bit less hard during the gym. Just a wee bit, especially on a stream day. My dumbass decided to superset shoulders with legs. And I'm talking about free exercises per. Like, the whole damn cycle is like 2 minutes. Next turn we're top decking Horn or another press the advantage, no doubt. Uh-oh, poopy. Should I poke with it now? It's not like I have fell spells to use it next turn, so I don't know. I think I'm gonna chill with it just because he's gonna flood the board with crap.
Meet here at midnight. I've got
He has his good cards. Let's see how much fun and interaction he's gonna be having. Problem is, he's not only filling the entire board, but his hand is also being filled with a bunch of good stuff. It's kinda stupid how strong this shit is. Even if just half the cards are good, he's still so far ahead out of the whole ordeal. Balance much?
Who dares disturb the time ways?
catch you soon.
I should meet you.
Well, his hand is full. For good or bad, preferably for good. Not a bad one.
I will transcend this world.
Okay, that's pretty decent. Yep. Hey, you know it's Straffen. How's it going, bud?
The citadel stands strong.
I will transcend this world.
Paladin is supposed to be really good against pretty much everything. Literally doesn't show to have bad matchups right now if you're good with it.
Nurture the nightmare.
They did nerf Companion Hunter. It's not like you're seeing nothing but Companion Hunters out there now, are you?
Demons? Demons.
So chaos.
Should I just tempo it? I'll just tempo it. He's gonna want to build a board, want to handle it. Almost overdraw though. That's the neat part. Gotta handle it. Might have some random bullshit battle cry in there. That don't do much. Thanks. Out of all the 1-drops, that was not very likely to get that one, but that gives me so much card draw, which is gonna overdraw me here. But we don't need that much damage against this guy, and we already have quite a few. Sadly, he's gonna freeze the mouth. Yeah, he's gonna overdraw me quite a lot, couple of cards. Probably gonna burn a Portal of Argus, but not that big a deal. And we are shuffling another Portal of Argus in there as well, so not that bad.
Choose soon.
That's gonna be outcasted. Kind of funny.
My hand is full.
Yep. Not the best of burns, but not that big a deal either. What do we want to do over here? Just tempo this, it doesn't do all that much though. Cracking this open for a couple of damage.
Demons? Demons. Time grows short.
They will never catch me.
Yeah, that ain't bad. Next turn I could lasting into Kane. Leaves me with a Chaos Strike potential too. Yeah, I did do a video about it a while ago. Not my cup of tea, but it definitely is a fun, different way to play Demon Hunter, that's for sure. It is different, definitely a pretty hard deck to play well though.
Hide behind
Thanks, man. Turn free Vanessa? Not my problem.
Illidan versus Thorum.
Come and fight me! This ends now!
What do we have here? Against Shamaine. Against the She-Main main. I'm keep the infestation against these guys, should be good. Now you don't want to fit anything in this one. You don't have ways to play too many cheap cards, and also it is an extra minion, which is fucking up your lasting legacy. For a Broxigar Demon Hunter, we are playing a suspiciously low amount of Broxigars, by the way. Suspiciously low amounts of Broxigars, guys. The amount of Broxigars we're playing is too damn low.
You dare stand against the wind?
I'll handle this.
I was thinking about setting up some kind of Broxigar last stand bullshit, but I don't know about that. Another one. I could just clap his cheek, but thing is, these guys do run the 12 healing sometimes, so that might be ill-advised.
Demons? Demons.
I like that.
I see. Vengeance is
I like that.
nightmares are never forgotten.
It's a Lord Jack he has. Check out the eggs on that guy.
You dare stand against the wind?
I'll handle this.
I do have 2 Broxigar last stands. Might draw me a little bit too much in it. One I'm gonna use. The other one would do more harm than good. Next turn with the +3 attack, we do have a sneaky lethal with a lasting Legacy Cane. Would be exact lethal way things are.
That didn't go as...
Yes, feel secure. Let's Broxigar it again. Piece of shit. Okay. Well, it was fun while it lasted. Yeah, say my name gets it.
Brothers, I'll handle this.
Large egg got cracked. Sheesh. You got a license for that? What are those? Okay, 21 damage showing, you say?
Time grows short. Vengeance is mine.
Yep. Think we got this.
Their winds cannot be.
Doesn't even have enough room for both of them. Sucks to be this guy. Well, time to fuck him up, chats. Fuck him up, fuck him up. Not a single one to the face. Diabolical if I cared. Yeah, there's no problem. Kinda didn't care about that. Neato. This deck's kinda fun, yo. I like it. I like it a lot. Technically speaking, you could even equip the location in there, like basically no minion Demon Hunter with Kane in there. Yeah, GG there. That turn 4 quest completion, kinda diabolical. Yeah, you enjoy the rest of your games as well, bud. Have a good one, have a good one. Against Priest, we can OTK Priest. Priest is very OTKable. Against the priest, we don't care about either of these. It's nothing but a portal tank, get Kane. Get the lasting bullshit. We should be having time for days here, so it's a matter of time to fuck him in the butt. Yeah, you know it's Strifen. Real cheap. Funny ranks. Kinda funny, kinda funny. Would have been even funnier if he was 696. Okay.
Is it even possible?
Weapon is kinda cool. Definitely amps up the Broxigar cyclage. Not like this, I don't. I'm not gonna tempo the axe because Vipers are cards. Ooh, there you go. In this case, I'm gonna do it. Because why wouldn't I? Next turn we do have +6, but let's not pretend for a hot second here that it's gonna come down to chip damage, guys. You either OTK him or you don't. We're not gonna overwhelm him with a big board or anything like that, so chip damage really don't matter. Bug this guy in particular, chat. Oh man, it was healthy already. This is perfect for even extra card draw, if I want it. Gotta waste the coin as well, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I have to. Every day we sigilin. Well, we already could be lasting legacy this Kane, but without Broxigar in there still, we're not super happy. 13 cards left in the deck. We can draw quite a lot still. Next turn I could do this into this, but I'm gonna have to make a little bit room. Maybe if he plays some. Or I could just IB my own shit. Although, it's not gonna be outcasted.
They will never catch me.
That ain't too bad. Could have location destruction. Nowadays, I don't think they run it though. It'll grow back.
Demons? Demons.
Even if it doesn't die, we don't care about it too much.
Time grows short.
Up here.
Let the scales fall from the eye.
Time grows short. Vengeance is mine.
Let's just go leave it like that. 25% chance to top deck what we need. 50 if we go with this. Even more than 50 technically. Well, is it even more than 50? Not exactly. It's 25 first time, 33 the second, so kind of like 40% chance to get it.
The weave cannot change.
You gotta be careful against this guy, because he could be doing a decent chunk of damage. Okay, there's Broxy boy. As long as I'm not dead. I mean, what am I talking about? He's dead. Thank fuck we saved that location though, because if we didn't, he would have been still dead, because we had this, so we had exactly 30 damage. 31 even, because I could have used that. Neat. Well, that was a fun little game. Deck is solid. Deck is solid. Managed to actually win with Broxigar a few times too.